Madam President, there is almost no problem which cannot be made worse by regulatory intervention, and energy markets are a perfect example. We have hit them with emissions targets, an emissions trading scheme, including backloading and a market stability reserve, feed-in tariffs, renewable obligation certificates, and in my country, the UK, a carbon price floor. We have set aggressive targets for biofuels and then cut them, doing huge damage to investors. Is it any wonder we are seeing investors shy away? Is it any wonder that nuclear, coal and gas power plants are being closed or mothballed? Do we not understand that intermittent renewables can never replace baseload generating capacity? In my country, where we used to have a comfortable spare capacity margin, we are now down to low single-figure percentages in winter. Blackouts and power cuts are a real possibility. The rapporteur is right to call for energy conservation measures and indigenous energy production, especially shale gas. But more than that, we need a stable regulatory environment to promote investment. And we need to understand that we cannot continue to rely on expensive and intermittent renewables. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a blue card from Mr. Eriksson. Will you accept, Mr. Helmer? Will you accept the blue card? Yes, please.
Thank you. Jag skulle vilja be...
Would like to ask my honourable member to look at reality for once, because in reality things look different. It's the renewable energies which are reducing prices across Europe when it comes to energy and the production of electricity. It's wind power which is the cheapest energy to invest in today. And I think that the UK ought to invest more in wind power. So look at realities, please.
Mr. Eriksson, I've been looking at reality, and for somebody to stand up in this House and say that wind power is the cheapest generating technology to invest in, I don't know how to respond. I have never heard anything so absurd in my life. Wind power onshore is much more expensive than conventional generation. Wind power offshore is more expensive again. We are ruining our economy by wasting money on these fabulously expensive initiatives. They cost more to build per unit of capacity and they cost more to run. You may be living in fairyland, I'm not.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.